Public. What's going on, guys? Welcome to my live stream. There's no one here. It's always a special time. Anticipating. Wondering. If you're wondering why I didn't post anything letting you guys know I would do this, don't wonder. Because I never, ever forewarn anyone. I think it's a lot more exciting that way. My baby goes, I'll go. I know they're away. You know that I stay. Damn right, I think I love you. Okay. Ooh, ba-da-da. Awesome. Hey, I'm happy to know that. Sabian. Ooh, phonetically spell your name for me, boss. Is it Sabian Held? Sabian Hild? Appreciate that, though. What's going on with you? You're the only one here, I think. Tell me how your holiday season has gone. What's going on, Thomas? Excuse me. How's the audio sound, boys? Half decent? We doing okay? Thomas Gonzalez. Do you know valacordin diazepam? Sounds like a benzodiazepine, I'm assuming. I'm taking it if that's what you're wondering. That's what it sounds like. Sabian Held. Good, man. How's it going for you? And yeah, it's good. It's going pretty well. I felt like, you know, I know this is impromptu. I know it's a holiday weekend. I don't expect there to be a lot of people that can be here for this live stream, but I just feel like I should give you guys one last video and give myself one last video. I don't pretend that this is all about me, like, giving back to you. It's like, no, this is really good for me. So I missed you guys. I just wanted to check in with you. I'm really excited for 2018. I'm needing this year to be over, like a lot of people. It's water or coffee, not booze or something. Jack Jordan, cheers, brother. Cheers, Jack. Cheers. Uric F111. Hello. What's going on, Uric? If I said your name wrong, forgive me. Thomas Gonzalez. Yeah, right. It's in benzodiazepine. Yeah. Thomas Gonzalez. Do you still take benzos? I do. Very rarely. When I was hospitalized recently, I did take my first night there, 0.5 clonazepam to calm my shit down because I was so nervous and so overwhelmed and so uptight from my hospitalization. So it got me through that. Angie B, what's up? What's going on, Angie? What's going on? If you guys if any of the 8 of you that are here right now happen to have anything to share about your holidays or where your mental health is, you know, you don't just have to ask me stuff per se. You can, of course, just open up and share, and we can talk about it. And just, you know, want this to be whatever you need it to be. Not to sound racist doing that voice. Angie B, do you have bipolar? I don't think so. I haven't been formally diagnosed with bipolar. It's crossed my mind, nor have I been treated. I've definitely suffered from depression, from anxiety, DPDR, some pure OCD, and a lot of ADD, I'd say. Uric F111. I'm 24, and I think I suffer from dysthymia. Nothing helps me. I'm sorry, Uric. Dysthymia is so bad, man. It's so bad, and I'm sorry that you feel like nothing's helped you yet. I really hope that something still can help you, and I just hope that you're finding the willpower to continue to fight for yourself and try new things. One thing that will not won't help it is just deciding that nothing ever will. So be open, be open to the possibility that you're going to figure out what works best for you. You're still a young dude. Thomas Gonzalez, yeah, I know this. I have an anxiety problem, and they gave me Valacordin. Okay, but I'm only 17 and greetings from Germany. My friends, your videos help me very much. Gotcha, Thomas. Greetings from Beaverton, Oregon. And I'm really glad to know my videos can help you at all. Yeah, I would say when it comes to your benzo, of course, trust your physician or whatever, but be careful. And if you can help it, use it as needed. And don't lean on it, because there's some physical dependency when it comes to benzos that can be really painful and brutal. So just be careful. J-Man, I was on benzos for 8 years. I've been off completely for 2 years now. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. Yeah, I was taking benzos relatively frequently for a year or two myself, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and I noticed some physical dependency. I made a video about it, and I made the decision with the supervision, helped my doctor to come off benzos, because I was not about that withdrawal life. It can be pretty scary. Pretty scary. Uric F111, thanks for the warm words. Of course. Angie B, I have bipolar depression and anxiety. I have taken every med and have found out that smoking weed helps me immensely. Hey, if smoking weed helps you, more power to you, Angie. I think it's definitely a tool that can be used by some people well. I think other people need to be careful. Like anything, there are risks, potential rewards, and like most mental health, right? It's individual. So if you found a balance between your mental health, your sleep, your well-being, your productivity, your sense of self, good for you. It's a gift, and I'm happy for you. Sabian held, yeah, I've been suffering with anxiety bad, like depersonalization and stuff. Feel like I'm dying all the time. You name it, and I've had it. All the symptoms. I thought it was crazy. I'm sorry, Sabian. That's crazy. I've been through it. That's so rough. It's so rough, and it can just make you so paranoid about life and about trying to live a normal life. One thing I've been dealing with now, guys, since I got out of the hospital, is just like an intense and frequent fear for my physical safety and my physical health. I didn't realize that was a thing, but I think it is, because I've just had a lot more anxiety that I've been working through since I got out of the hospital, and a lot more just fear and wondering what I'm feeling in my body, and then like wondering if something's going wrong. So it's left me a little bit blech, and I'm trying to work it out. Uric F111. I watch your vids often, and it's encouraging to fight about happiness. Yeah. I think you're trying to say fight for happiness. Happiness is something we have to fight for, and for those of us that have dealt with, feeling half decent is something that a lot of us have to fight for. So feeling half okay at all, or even less shitty, takes effort. And I fucking have so much love and respect for anyone that just stays actively fighting, because we're all so human. Thomas Gonzalez, do you have any experience with benzos taking every day? No, when I first was prescribed Klonopin, which is a benzodiazepine for as needed acute issues or experiences with anxiety, my psychiatrist at the time was very, very blunt with me, and he was just like, I do not want you taking every single day. I do not want you taking a benzo every single day. Here's why. And he brought up the information around daily use, potential physical dependency, and then what can be a need for more benzos to maintain a similar effect. And then beyond that, he just let me know that if we could help it outside of acute couple-week stretches, we didn't want me to ever have to deal with withdrawal. And I am someone who's very physically sensitive. I'm just sensitive to things, and I didn't want to go down that road. But I know that some people have. I've read stories that some people take it every day, and it's been like this really helpful thing. So again, always refer to your physician, but just understand potential risks, right? Matthew Duke, I appreciate your honesty. I've recently found your channel, and it helps me out at times. I'm an old veteran that deals with PTSD and various other mental disabilities. Matthew Duke, thank you for your service first and foremost. I say that from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sorry for the things you had to deal with. I'm sure you are a great wealth of information, and you know a lot. And please always feel compelled to share what you do and what works for you. And then otherwise, I hope you're just staying brave in whatever it is that you are facing, like on a daily basis, most likely. Sabian held, and I just relate to all your anxiety videos. I appreciate that. One thing that I truly know well is anxiety. I wish I didn't know it so well, but I just do. I know anxiety, and it's like one of those things where, oh dude, that'd be baller if this was like a style for dudes. Okay, wow. Did I mention I have ADD? It's one of those things that like you can either give in and just assume you're just going to have this like terrible life with your anxiety, or you can just decide that you're going to dig into it with everything you have and you're going to fucking conquer that shit. Oh, there we go. Marla! Everyone, please show Marla some love. She is the sweetest woman. Marla, you strike me as the sweetest woman and such a ferocious and caring mother. It's really nice to see you. Many doctors in my area refuse to write benzos now. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's a hot topic and it's a scary topic. RJ, yo! Sorry, guys. Gregory Jones, much love from Eugene, Oregon. Okay, Greg, what up? Not sure why I said what up, but what up? All my buddies went to the University of Oregon. I got accepted, didn't go, but love Eugene. MLG Findog. All right, Noah, looking good, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hey, you know what? This is a small victory. I'm actually excited to share it with you guys because none of you asked. This year, I weighed in this morning like 210, 209 and a half, something like that. This year, guys, is the very first time in the last 3 years that I have not gained 10 plus pounds from Halloween-ish time to the new year. Normally, I blow up and gain 10 to 15 pounds every single year. I managed to maintain my weight. Holy shit. Takes a lot of effort. Thomas Gonzalez, hashtag intermittent fasting. Thomas Gonzalez, do you know this anxiety? Do you know this anxiety when you think that you have a problem with your heart? Yeah, a lot of anxiety manifests itself physically. I feel the need to continuously say this. By the way, we got 40 people watching. I'm so glad you guys are all here, kicking it with me for a little bit. This is my end of year video, end of year live stream. Make sure that you're not just watching and you're leaving a comment below, whether you're asking me a question or you're just sharing something dope that's going on with you or whatever. Just get involved. It's a lot more fun that way. And I'm excited to read your comments. And so you should do that if you want, because I would love for you to do that. Okay. Yeah, what I was saying about that, Thomas, is physical anxiety is a way that anxiety presents itself for a lot of people. If they're concerned about heart palpitations, they feel like they have trouble breathing, it can come across as body aches and pains. The brain is powerful. So while I can never specifically tell you what your situation is, I just would never do that. That wouldn't make sense for me. I do know that that is definitely a normal, commonplace thing. But refer to your physician. Jack Jordan, I had a specific question for you. When you were coming out of your long, severe depressive episode and were finally off Klonopin after long-term use, did you notice that you would get continued in next... Where are you, Jack? You would get almost like your tolerance to excitement, loud sounds, startle responses, and ability to be around people without feeling sick all greatly decreased after benzos? Decreased. Your ability... Tolerance decreased. Jack, did you mean to write decreased? Like your tolerance decreased. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. So my brain chemistry, I mean, I can't of course speak for other people, but my brain chemistry, I was more sensitive to everything. Things that might not normally startle me. Situations that might not be that anxiety provoking became such. All of those things decreased for a while. Look, your brain's always fighting for equilibrium. That's been my experience with my brain. So when you get off something like a benzo for a long ass time, for me, it was like my head got hot, my skin felt weird, my paranoia went up a little bit. It took me 2 weeks, a month, 6 weeks to really feel like my brain evened out from not having that exogenous response to the benzo. I don't know if I explained that very well, if I even answered your question, but I tried. 49 people. Perfecto. Craig, Craig says, I used to follow all your test C treatment vlogs. I started test treatment because of your vlogs. I'm having bad side effect, acne. Did you have the same issue? Do you regret taking tests? Do you still take it? So Craig, I do still take test. I also had acne issues. For those of you that don't know, I'm on testosterone replacement therapy. I don't post a ton of videos on my TRT anymore on the channel, but I certainly will whenever something comes up and I have some New Year's resolutions to be better about that. But one of the things that happened to me when I first got my low testosterone addressed is that I got bad acne, and I made videos about it on the channel. I'm talking like my high school puberty acne just came back bad, or a lot. And I remember thinking for like a few weeks or a few months rather that like it was never going to get better. And so what I found is that the longer I was on it, the more I adjusted my testosterone dose to just be at the right level based on my side effect profile, my symptom relief, and my blood work, it went away. To the point where I only get a few random ones now. And check it out. Look up acne, big no-no. You'll see, dude, I had bad acne and I worked through it. I don't regret being on testosterone. But before I started testosterone, I think someone back there just farted or something. So rude to do that during a live stream. Before starting testosterone, I was acutely depressed. Angie B, I'll be back. You better be back, or I'm going to miss you. Davey Crockett, what vitamins do you take? I take a vitamin known as Depreloft, vitamin D, I take fish oil. Depreloft has like B12, methylfolate, I think, and a few other things. And then like basic multivitamin as well. Jack Jordan, okay. Bad panic, positive things. Lingered, came back during positive. Jack Jordan continued. Bad panic, dizziness, DPDR, symptoms from excitement, happiness, laughing, positive things. Like they lingered but came back during positive reactions even. Yeah, just in general, everything lingered. Everything came back weird. I was getting some fluky, weird signs and symptoms when I first came off benzos. Elijah Cummings. Hey, Noah. What's going on, Elijah? By the way, if any of my patrons are watching this, I'm going to jump on Patreon and do an end-of-the-year live stream just for my Patreon supporters immediately after this. I know I owe you guys one bad. Thomas Gonzalez. Here in Germany, generally doctors don't want to give benzos. They only want to use SSRIs, but I do not trust them. Yeah, psych meds in general are sketchy. That's one of the things. Not sketchy, like, let me rephrase. Psych meds come with that red tag warning that's just very unnerving when you're like already not doing well, and then one of the potential side effects is that you could be doing significantly worse, right? And so that is one of those things that just scares me, scares a lot of people, and you already feel so bad, or you're already so anxious, or you're so depressed, that to know that one of the potential solutions is to attempt to take this medication that could very well lead you further down, it's very overwhelming. It sucks. I think that's why most people, if they can help it, they try to attack these things holistically. They want to make sure that they're controlling the things they can first. That way, when it's time to potentially try a psych med under the supervision of a doctor, at least they feel like they really exhausted their personal options. Annika Bulomavong. Annika says, thank you for your videos. I'm trying to think and do one thing that I can change, but I'm still dealing with depression. Trying to stay active, but it's hard, and I don't know what to do. Annika, you're welcome for the videos. Don't ever thank me. I thank all of you, for being here. But, you can do small things. I bet you can wake up every day and drink a tall glass of water, I bet you can do that, and you can do that for a few weeks and get used to constantly hydrating right when you wake up. Or trying to stay active and not feeling like you can. I bet you can sit on the floor and foam roll or roll out or stretch out for a few minutes while you watch a show. You can really, it's all about scale and scope, like what you're looking at, how you're looking at it, and you can build small. So I hope that you give yourself credit for whatever you're able to do. I think doing the dishes is active. Doing some laundry can be active. Going for a walk for 5 minutes is active. Adjust expectations of yourself so that you don't get down on yourself too much, and then just chip away. I'm sorry you're struggling with depression. RJ, Noah, your box breathing training experience was super helpful. Thanks for sharing it. So RJ, I appreciate you mentioning that, RJ. Trust me. Oh, God, square breathing. So RJ is referencing a video I posted where I almost pooped my pants on a train like a few weeks ago. And I am not kidding. That is not a clickbaity statement. I literally almost pooped my pants on a train. So I was taking a train from my house downtown Portland to watch a basketball game. It just made the most sense not to drive downtown because the Mac stop, they call it, the train stop's really close to my house. And I had had a huge meal the night before, went out with friends and ate a bunch of food at a restaurant. And I used the bathroom before I left, but something about being on the train, the doors were closed. I knew I couldn't get off. Within like 15 minutes, I was near panic. I was about to completely poo myself. And I had used a technique known as square breathing, which is breathing in for 2 seconds, holding it for 2 seconds, breathing out for 2 seconds, and then waiting 2 seconds to breathe in. And you just go square, 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 square. And it saved my ass, literally. So square breathing, guys. If you're ever dealing with acute anxiety, please, 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 this is not a scam. Square breathing. Hey, okay, cool. Before I answer Chuck Norris's question, we have a super chat from Justin Duran. Guys, super chat is a way that you guys can help support this channel and help support me, help support what we do here. But beyond that, on a more functional level, if you want, you can use a super chat to have your question move to the front. I'll always answer everyone's questions anyway. It's really a way of like tipping creators, but I never want to push that on people. I really appreciate you being here in general. But Justin just did a $5 super chat, so I will now read his question first, even though there are many questions before his, out of respect for his hard-earned money that he's willing to share with me doing this whole thing. So thank you guys for that. Feel free to use that tool, but feel no obligation. I'll get to your question no matter what, and I appreciate you. And with all that being said, Justin, Noah, you are loved. Hope you're doing better, bro. Here's a super chat just because. See you on Patreon. Justin, you're already on my Patreon. We're doing a live stream on Patreon, Justin, just after this. I'm going to rock that in about 45 minutes. But thanks, dude. You're too good to me, bro. Okay. Chuck Norris, the Godfather. Chuck Norris says, "What's up, man?" Hard dicks in airplanes. That's all I got. That's all I got. Please don't subscribe for that, though. Elijah Cummings, when recovered from DPDR, which is depersonalization, derealization, aka a dreamlike state, when recovering from that, did you feel like you were acting different? And did you suffer from more anxiety and depression? I mean, I went through like this endless phase when I was really depressed, really anxious in general, where I was like constantly comparing myself to older me and wondering how I was coming across and wondering if people thought I seemed weird. And then I just reached this point where I just stopped caring. And I was just going to do the best I could and be whatever I was going to be. And understand that depression changes you, right? I mean, anxiety changes you. Life experiences that are really intense, they change you. And you have to allow yourself to be different and change in certain ways. I think that was really important for me. But yeah, I suffered from a ton of depression and anxiety amidst my depersonalization, excuse me. Bo Gable, hope you're feeling better, bro. Thanks for the videos. I am feeling quite a bit better, Bo. I appreciate you saying that. It was a weird time coming out of the hospital, as I said before. The biggest thing going on with me is that I've had a spike in anxiety unlike anything I felt for a really long time. I've had to work through that, which is okay. Big 292, hello. What's going on, Big 292? Sorry, guys, it kicked me. Yeah, what's going on, Big? Appreciate it. Big Dummy, make a video on first time gym plans. I can do that. Definitely do that. And then, I think I did make a video, Big, a Big Dummy, and just like how to start going to the gym or how to start working out for new people. So type in something like that on YouTube and hit Big No, add that in there, and then you'll see that. Andrew Ostrowski, you the real MVP. It's not true, Andrew. How can I be the real MVP when you're the real MVP? See what I did there? I took a comment and I flipped it. Corundum 1024. Hey man, I appreciate you making these videos. It makes me feel a lot better about starting TRT. Glad to see you're feeling better. Good man. I think the most powerful thing any of us have is being able to use our experiences to hopefully comfort another or support another or something like that. So that's wonderful. Nicole, hello from Australia. How's it going, Nicole? I've always wanted to go. I'm so happy you're here. Audenib Naish, much love from Miami, Florida. Ooh, Miami. Thank you. Thank you for sending me love from Miami. Much love from frigid Beaverton. Let me tell you though, Beaverton is super cool compared to Miami. But if I didn't have to live in such a cool place, I think Miami would be one of those places I want to go. Helen Bird, thank you so much. You helped save my life. You're welcome, Helen. Oh, forgive me, Hebel Bird. You're welcome. Reading stuff like that, I don't know. I don't always know how I come across, right? And I try not to worry about it, but just know that means something to me. That means something to me. Alex Rahosino, you saved my life. Thank you from Romania. You guys are all continuing to save my life by watching and supporting this channel. So everyone, whoever had that thought, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Big Dummy, been on TRT for a year and libido has crashed. What the hell? Thought I was healed. Go get your blood work rechecked. Let's make sure that your estrogen isn't creeping up. You're not a high converter, something like that. And continue just to tweak. I've noticed that the longer I'm on TRT, the less TRT I need. So, J-Man, what state do you live in? I live in Oregon, West Coast, Northwest. Alex Rosano, please describe me one type of loop thinking. Please describe you one type of loop thinking. Well, I think I understand what you're saying. And for me, when I get caught in a loop, let's say, so recently I've been concerned with my kidneys, right? Because I got a bad case of rhabdomyolysis. I was hospitalized, and so now I'm constantly worried for my kidneys, and so I will think about my kidneys constantly. I will be afraid every time I use the bathroom that my urine won't be a normal color, or I'll be afraid every time my body aches that it will be some connection, there'll be a correlation to my kidney function, and so then I'll research and learn about kidney function, and then I'll come up with information that soothes me, right, and gives me some peace of mind. And then I'll just forget everything I learned to start again. So that's why I have to learn what my compulsive behaviors are and not participate in that obsession, and then reiterate to myself time and time again that I am not my thoughts and I cannot control my thoughts, and therefore I have no business taking them personal, and that helps. Jack Jordan, awesome answer, totally late, man. Love the videos and keep it up. Thanks, Jack. Alex Rahosano, some of your weird thoughts. I don't remember the context, so please describe. Oh yeah, okay, I just did. Jet Quinn, hey Noah. How can I tell if the thoughts I have are true, or is it just my anxiety acting up again? Well, true or not true? I mean, I always say this. And I feel like this is common knowledge, but I think we just don't absorb it. At least it took me a long time to. How do I know if my thoughts are true? It just doesn't matter what you're thinking. The truth is your actions. That's your truth. A lot of people, when they have anxiety, when they have depression, when they have pure OCD, their brain your anxiety will conjure up thoughts that strictly are born to have you question who you are and what you believe in and what your realities are. I mean, there's no way to prove what thoughts don't have to be true or not true. They just are. Thoughts aren't true or not true. What is true is what you do. And you can influence thoughts with your structure and your routine and the people you spend time with and all these other factors. But the thoughts themselves are just thoughts. Ooh, easy. Yikes. I think I need more caffeine. So don't worry about them. I mean, I know that sounds almost patronizing, but they just are. 57 people watching. What's going on, guys? I just want to let everyone know who's new to drop me a question. Make sure you get involved in these live streams. They're a lot more fun that way. I appreciate all of you for being here for the end of the year live stream. And drop me a super chat if you want to get your question bumped to the very top and help support the channel. Elijah Cummings, hey Turbo. I know, dude. I always get on one when I do these live streams. I'm telling you guys, I don't know if you've ever been a small YouTuber, but there's manic energy that can come out of you when you're on camera and you know other people are watching you. And it's something I've gotten much better at, harnessing, you could say, but it's still a thing. Most people get that way anyway, when someone flips their cell phone on them. But B-Man, hey Noah, what's going on, B-Man? Justin Duran, what up, Jeff Throne? Thank you again for that super chat, boss. Jet Quinn, hey Ellie, where you been? Nice. Elijah Cummings here, nice. Paul Benish, vitamin D is so underrated. It's true. Everyone should be on vitamin D, by the way. I mean, don't overdo it, but Craig, thanks, buddy. Nice. Reisenberg, hey, my dude. What's going on, my guy? Ronnie Smith, hey, no, how you doing, bud? I'm doing all right. I'm looking forward to this year being done. By the way, this is a good time to say something corny like, what are your New Year's resolutions? I'm not really a big New Year's resolutions guy anymore, but I definitely believe in like reflecting on your year and then thinking about your future. I think that can always be fun. Big 292, ever taken medication that worked well but gave you ED? If so, how did you resolve it? Yeah, when I was at the peak of doing really, really bad with depression and my anxiety, I took an old tricyclic medication known as Nortryptaline, and I think it curbed some of the intensity of my depression, my anxiety, but it definitely shut my PP down, and honestly at the time I just didn't care. So, damn, up to 65 people? Oh my god, I feel so popular. And probably 10 people are about to leave now. Paul Benish, Annika, some say make your bed when you get out of... Yes, I don't do it. I struggle to do that as well, but they say, if I remember correctly, that making your bed right when you get out of bed is helpful because you immediately accomplish something. And there's like this sense of satisfaction and fulfillment knowing you already did something, which can have a domino effect to continue to do other things. I like that. New kid, have you ever taken Avodart? Crap. Sorry guys, 1 second. Hey Jordan. I think this is the second time this has happened with you, but I'm live streaming right now on my YouTube channel, and since I called you, I wanted to quickly answer, but ask if I could just call you back afterwards.
Absolutely.
Muchas gracias, hermano. It's just about the Blazer.
Live stream away.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, it's just about the Blazer game tonight. Seeing what you were doing.
Oh, I will. Yeah, call me when you're done.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
G'day. Sorry about that, guys. My fault. It's my buddy. It's my pal. It's my boo. New kid, have you ever taken Avodart or any 5-alpha reducer for any prostate issues from being on TRT, or have any info help from your experience? I'm so sorry. You know, I know that they have to monitor your prostate, your PSA. You have to make sure that you're not one of those people that's going to respond in a way that stimulates growth when you start testosterone. But I have no experience with that. And I hope you didn't wait too long to hear me say, I hope you research it. I hope you find the information you need. And I'm going to make a note to learn about it so I can possibly make a video. But I still don't know anything right now. We have another super chat from an awesome viewer, Paul Benish. Paul just pledged or donated $5 to the channel, and therefore we're going to bump his question to the top as a big thank you to anyone that's able to support me in that way in particular. And Paul said, had some balance, thought I should give it away before the end of the year. So Paul was just being gracious, didn't even ask a question or propose a topic. He just wanted to just give. Paul, it's going straight to my medical bill from my time in the hospital. Thank you. I don't take it lightly, whether someone's just watching, sharing, or giving me their hard-earned money. It's awesome, and I appreciate you very much. Skeletor War TV, hi. Hi. What up? Okay, I'll try to speed it up, guys. You know I get real ADD, and I stop answering questions quickly. All right, let's see if we can rapid fire some of these questions. Here we go. Able Rider 92, just sneezed. Can I get a bless you? Can you ever? Bless you. I want it to be a really personal one. I would like to bless you very much. Bless you. Wasn't that nice? Fuck, I'm being a weirdo. I feel it. Yeah, nice, Paul. Bless you. Able Rider 92, thanks. Paul Benish, back on NoFap, Noah. I am on what just happened there? Sorry, guys. I just got bumped off the question. So Paul Benish says, oh, Paul, good. You actually asked a question. Badass. Okay, cool. Back on NoFap, Noah? No, I've recently I've been spanking the monkey a little bit lately. I'm not super happy about it. I'm on another 2-week streak and it feels great. Good for you. I need to get back on that streak. Hashtag it's a new year. It's a new year. Yeah, for those of you that are like, why is he talking about masturbation. I quit porn for like a long time. I think I almost went a year without watching porn because it was like becoming a thing. And I recently been watching it a little bit here or there. And I'd like to pull back. Or pull less. Not funny. Serious topic. Anina D. Yeah, thanks for reminding that taking baby steps is important. Baby steps are important. The moment we get away from acknowledging our baby steps and loving ourselves, oh boy, rather put ourselves in a hole. Oh, oh! Does anyone have like long nose hairs like I do? It just makes their nose itch. Any of you? Guys? Title page. Hi from California. Hi from California. How's it going, title page? Hi from Beaverton. Abdur Rahim Alius Sufi. Do I have to pay to answer my question? No, no one ever has to pay to answer your question. I will always answer everyone's question. The super chat is just something they implemented a while back to help support small creators who were impacted. Well, everyone was impacted, but who were impacted by the adpocalypse when advertisers pull all their money. So it's just a way to try to promote and support private content. That's all. But no, I will answer every question. Dalton Shady, you need that damn longer beard back. We all need it. I know. I cut it off. I'm sorry. Justin Duran, no, you don't have to pay. It just bumps up your question. Yeah. Kirsten Shanezer, what's up, Noah? Hi. Hi, Kirsten. She's one of my amazing Patreon supporters. Kirsten, we are rocking a Patreon-only live stream just after this one. Lee C. Yes, Abdurrahim, that's how these things seem to work. Good manipulation of the system, and it pisses me off. Oh, no, I see. Rough man, since you've been on TRT, have you ever had failure to ejaculate but no ED? I haven't had that. I'm always able to ejaculate with tremendous force. Yeah, that's creepy to me. He will not talk to anyone who doesn't pay. That's what I call caring. Damn, Lee C does not sound like he or she is cool with the climate on YouTube. And I'm certainly not going to argue with him. That's his prerogative. Finguraz Harsa, Noah, what changes did you notice when quitting drinking? So, if you don't know, Finguraz, I did stop drinking for about 2 years, but I have been drinking again for the last year and a half or so. And the changes I noticed, I document and I talk about pretty clearly in a 1 year sober video, or 2 years sober, maybe it's 1 year sober. So look that up if you're willing to watch it. It just details my entire experience. And otherwise, I think the biggest thing was like just getting to know how you interact with yourself emotionally, how you think and feel. Your brain chemistry is trying to even the hell out. And if drinking was a part of your social life or became a crutch in any way, shape, or form, you notice that crutch is missing. You notice that it's gone once it's not there. And for some people, it can be a little trying. You can find yourself obsessing more, sleeping worse, sweating more. Just the body can go through some changes depending on how much you're drinking, how hard you're drinking, and why you're drinking. Justin Duran, no, Lisi, Noah's very good about addressing people that come to these regardless of whether or not that you pay. Ria, thank you, Justin. Ria's randomness. Hi from India, and I told my parents I feel depressed, but they said it's nothing, and I'm feeling like this for past 5 years, and no one listens to me. Now I hesitate to ask for help. Ria, don't hesitate to ask for help. Don't let your parents not having a great understanding of mental health problems change the fact that a lot of people do, and a lot of people can help you, and that your need for help is valid, and that you need to ask for help so that someday you can offer help. But that must be so difficult. I've been so lucky in the sense that I've been so lucky in that other than a handful of people who just didn't understand what was going on when I was depressed, when I was anxious, people just were pretty understanding. And I can't imagine what it would have been like if people weren't understanding, because you're going through so much and you're so scared, and to add a feeling like alone, even though you already do, but to truly feel like no one gets you, that'd be bad. Lee C, really? That would be different from every other person who does live chats then? Yes, I'm proud to say I'm different. So Lee C is someone who commented earlier kind of feeling like it was stupid or not cool that a YouTuber take money on these live streams, which are called super chats. And I explained the function of super chat and that gets your question at the top, support small creators, blah, blah, blah. But I also said, and I think it's important for everyone to know this, I will get to all your questions. That would just get your question answered sooner. But I appreciate any of you for being here. J.L. Williams. Love you, Noah. Thanks for the support and keeping us strong and not alone. Thank you, J.L., for keeping me feeling not alone and for your support. And of course, you're welcome. Kansas City, Missouri. Never been. Thank you, Justin, for having my back. Kirsten Shen. Oh, Lord have mercy. Shane's cold there, Minnesota, or is it Minneapolis? Minnesota, sorry. Has a high of -8 today. It was -15 when you left for work. Oh man, I am a baby. I'm just a little baby when it comes to like my sensitivity. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's relatively cold, but now I feel like I can't say anything because you apparently live in an icebox. So, Brandy Hakeem, I fell into a severe depression last year. I'm so sorry. For the first time at 41 years old, it traumatized me so bad I can't seem to stop thinking about it. How long did it take you to feel secure? Yeah, so feeling secure with feeling healthy or stable is one of those things that I promise you can come, but you don't really get to choose when. The good news is it comes and it washes over you. The longer you're stable, the more trusting you become. I had my first breakdown when I was 25. Rocked my world, rocked everything about my world, my sense of the world, everything. It was awful. I lost faith in anything I thought I knew. And I was sure that I'd never feel safe again. No one could have said anything that would have me feeling any different about that. And then a couple years later, lots of hard work. Don't let my time frame scare you. But, just one day you realize that you've been feeling okay for a while. And then a few weeks later, you still realize it. And pretty soon you stop thinking about it. One thing's for sure, as I've already said in this live stream, we can't control the things we think. So worry less about stopping the thoughts and worry more about staying lost in your actions. Stay lost in your actions because we can't control our thoughts. And I'm so sorry that you had to go through a breakdown. It is utterly traumatizing. 7. There we go. We have a super chat from Evan Parsons. Howdy, Noah. Any plans for the new year? Thank you, Evan, of course, for the super chat. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, I do have plans for the new year. It's going to be very low key. The wife wants a very low key new year. People have stuff going on pretty early on Tuesday or on Monday, believe it or not. So tomorrow night, I think we're just going to have a game night. I'm pretty sure that we're going to celebrate New Year with like some eggnog and maybe a little bit of whiskey. But basically, just have a very mellow, low key, pardon the booger picking, game night. What are you guys doing for New Year's? I mean, I have a lot of friends that are going to just absolutely rage. I will not be doing that. Hey, Noah from 17COG. Hey, Noah, how do you stay consistent with working out and dieting with depression, etc.? Thanks from Ireland. I think one of my best friends from Ireland. I've always wanted to go. It's so cool that you're with us. I think for me, with like working out and with eating, it's finding something that you're willing to be consistent to and understanding that we're all different with what we can and can't consistently do, what we're interested and willing to consistently do. So I found that I can be really consistent with CrossFit, for example. That's just what I can stick to. It fulfills that physical need to be active and to be social. And so I just do that because it works for me. And I take choice out of it. I also have this hierarchy of importance where I'm just like, I need this for my mental health or I'm fucked. I just... boom, I'm too scared to not do it. And then with diet, the same thing. I have found that the way I've been able to maintain my weight and feel relatively good and lean and relatively healthy in that way is by doing intermittent fasting. I work with a smaller eating window than I used to. I usually have my first meal at like 1:32, and I'll have my last meal at 9:30, 10. And that 8-hour eating window works well for me. And then it's just continuing to fall in love with like the cleaner I eat, the more vegetables I eat, the less bullshit I eat. And we all know what bullshit is. The better I feel. And I like how I sleep better, and so you just get better at it. But at the end of the day, it's just whatever you're willing to be consistent with. You know what I'm saying? Ron Pruitt, 56 years old and wanting to start test NHGH. Yeah, Ron, go get tested. Figure out what your total is, your free is. And if you're a candidate, yeah, go freaking catch that butterfly and get well. Julio Gonzalez, I wonder if high blood pressure medication brought my DPDR back or a bad reaction to a flu shot. But knowing past exercises and your channel has helped me a lot. Thanks, Noah. Yeah, I wonder too. Sometimes we can get lost in a rabbit hole of wondering what's causing what. I think it's just really important to remember that you can get out of it, and that at the end of the day, we still just have to continue to do the next best thing we got, you know. Will F, 1 month in. Oh my God, excuse me, guys. My nose hairs are just destroying me. Look at these things. They're everywhere. Yeah. God. Will F, 1 month in, 200 milligrams of SIP weekly with HCG and DHEA. Watch all your videos. Good for you, man. I started on 200 milligrams a week. 1 month in, hopefully you should start having more energy by now. You're starting to eat a little better, and maybe your mood's coming around a little bit too if you happen to have needed it for those reasons. I'm happy for you. Keep an eye on your blood work, relatively frequent, and not to sound preachy, but make sure you're doing everything else you possibly can to support your health. And don't use it as a crutch, which I've done in the past, to just start treating yourself like shit. Fly J Music, thank you so much. Oh, Fly J Music, much for helping me out. Oh, I see. You're very welcome, dude. You're very, very, very welcome. Cassie, Stacy, hi. Hi, Cassie. I hope you're having a really nice day. Cool man, Yoshi. Yeah, boy. Oh, man. Fly J Music in my time of need. Yeah, if we can't be there for people in their time of need, fuck. Who are we? Cool man, Yoshi. Drop a yeah boy. Yeah boy! Look at me. I'm like a puppet. You guys are my puppeteers, and I'm just literally a puppet. You legit helped me a ton. I'm glad, Fly J. Jen Grant. Has there been an improvement in the mental health system in Portland area? My husband and I are considering moving back. I have anxiety, ADD, and PTSD. You know, I don't know how the community's doing as a whole. I wish I did. I don't have my finger on the pulse of the mental health situation here. I've got a good little team. I've cultivated a good team around me, and I treasure that. But if anything, pardon my language, I've heard that it's even harder now to find mental health care in terms of like psychiatry. There's so many new people that have moved to the Portland metro area, and the numbers are exceeding, I think, a lot of the help available. I don't mean to sound like depressing, but Ron Pruitt. Really like your vids, bro. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. R. Stephanie, yes, boy. Nice to see you with that energy. Thank you, Stephanie. Stefan. Oh, sorry. R. Stefan. Cool man, Yoshi. Drop a yeah, boy. I did. John Bryden. Hi, hello, channel. When will you be live next? I don't know, guys. I know that it's not helpful to you guys, and it's not even considered good practice on YouTube or like good strategy per se. But I just love impulsively doing live streams. I can tell you one thing though. It's either a Saturday or a Sunday around this time. Saturday or Sunday, mid-afternoon, early afternoon. That makes the most sense. Fly J, thank you a ton. You got it, boss. Ivy Kush, love it. I really try to remember not to believe everything I think, right? Don't believe everything you think, guys. J-Man, Noah, how do you stay so sexy? Well, there's a lotion I use for my skin. Water bathes me. And got nothing. I don't know, man. I don't consider myself that way. But my wife would agree. Cool man Yoshi. Drop a ya boy. Best medicine. Cool man Yoshi is about the ya boy. I'm about to drop another one. Ya boy! Because I can tell and make him happy. Bloke. Hey, sorry if I'm adding to any stress. Struggling pretty bad with obsessive thinking. Oh, Christ. And such with a little bit of dissociation. I'm kind of scared, and I was wondering if you could offer any comfort. Yeah, Luke, I want you to go watch a video I released because it just addresses this topic. It will offer you some comfort, and what you're experiencing is something a lot of us experience, and a lot of us continue to experience from time to time, and it's painful because of all like the physical. It's crazy, right? It's crazy what we can create from our thoughts. It just blows my mind, the physical side effects that can come about. I want you to watch a video I came out with called How I Got Rid of Obsessive, Anxious Thinking, and Painful Rumination. I released it October 10th, so please go check out a video. How I Got Rid of Obsessive, Anxious Thinking, and Painful Rumination. It should offer you some comfort. But otherwise, be brave and understand that what you're going through is normal. It can get better, and you can't control what's up here, okay? Mr. Ohio. No, dang it. Mr. Ohio, what you copied that What you copied that quote from us military guys. Our commanding officer told us that the first day to make the bed. That's where I got it from. What's up with that, bro? You stayed away from Kill Fit, bro. Don't need you in ER again. Oh, from CrossFit. Yeah, I must have learned that from a military guy. Then I've been around a lot of military guys throughout my life, and I know I've heard that multiple times. I didn't realize it was a strictly military thing, but it's a great piece of advice. And thank you for your service. And then, yeah, so some people may or may not like the fact that I chose to go back to CrossFit, and I liken it like this. We all like the things we like. A football player loves football. Hockey players love hockey. Bodybuilders love bodybuilding. Mixed martial artists love to fight. Some people like to race cars. I like to work out in CrossFit. I like the sport of CrossFit, and I think the reason I went back is because you wouldn't quit football for a concussion. You wouldn't stop fighting because you tore your ACL necessarily, right? We could all get in a car crash the next time we drive. It's like, that's what makes me happy. And so the best thing I can do is not to run away from something that has potential risks, but to be careful and to be educated and learn from my experience and try to promote a safer experience, because we like what we like. And I think there's far more good in CrossFit than bad. And we should be careful for the things that can be bad. That's just the way I see it. Mark C. Hello, Noah. Nice to see you on a live stream for the first time. I'm a friend of Douglas Block from Reno, Nevada. He has helped me a lot as my coach last year. Thank you and your advice about him. Oh, Mark, that's so wonderful. Doug is so great. If any of you are looking for just like a next level comprehensive understanding about the brain, how it works, depression, anxiety from someone who not only is clinically trained but has gone through it personally, you need to, I always pimp him out and I always will. You need to go check out Douglas Block on YouTube. That is my guy. Pudding plate. I'm new to the channel and going through depression and anxiety. Your videos have helped me. I don't have a support group right now, but your videos help a lot until I can find one. Thank you and God bless. God bless you. I love your spirit and your attitude. Keep working hard. Find the support group and go check out Douglas Block's channel and Katie Morton's channel. Mark C. And what you've gone through. Thank you, Noah. Thanks, Mark. What's up, Isaac? How have mental health struggles affected your way of thinking? Having anything traumatic that puts something on your radar that wasn't there before just keeps you mindful of it in the future. So I know bad things can happen with your brain, so I can adjust my behavior and I can learn more about it and not be so ignorant, you know. I think it's I. Hey, it even makes me anxious typing this, but thank you for making videos. Hey, good for you though for commenting. I know it can be, even putting yourself out there like our comment section, it can be really nerve-wracking. So I'm happy you did, and thank you for sharing the love. William Frank with smiley face. That's good, man. Connie Cobb, I'm going through a panic attack. Please help someone. Oh, Connie, hope you're getting some warm water under your wrist. You're turning out the lights. You're laying down, putting your feet up. You're doing some square breathing into a brown paper bag. These are all things you can do to acutely help a panic attack. And just know that you can't die from a panic attack. You're going to be okay. And I'm so sorry. It's so uncomfortable. I had to fight off a few panic attacks recently, especially when I was in the hospital. And holy crap, those are powerful feelings. Nosage Boz. Noah, can you do a British lady accent? I'm down. That cheers me up. Here for tonight, Doubtfire, dear, at your service. I'm a hip old granny who can hip hop, bebop, dance till you drop, and yo-yo make a wicked cup of cool. God, I need to work on that. Did I do alright? Is it alright? I tried. Even if that sucked though, it should make you smile, right? Simon? Hi man, what's going on, Simon? Or Simone? What is going on? George Adonis, greetings from Germany. Does too much sugar inhibit testosterone? Too much sugar is just bad in general. There's tons of repercussions for it, but I guess I couldn't tell you for sure, its effect on your testosterone levels. But we should all be mindful of our azúcar. Oh, Brownie XD, me suicide. Goodbye. Brownie, that's sad. And I hope you're getting all the help you could possibly need. There's a 1-800 suicide hotline number. I'm going to put this in the chat section. I'm going to type it in. If anyone right now is watching this and they're feeling suicidal, I want you to call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and give yourself a chance to speak with these folks. They're wonderful. They save lives. Your life is worth saving. It's worth living. I'm so sorry you feel this way. I've gone through suicidal depression. I have struggled with wanting to kill myself for over a year, maybe even longer. Anyway, we'll keep the mood as light as we can while always addressing and showing respect to those that are really struggling. Hang in there, Brownie. Jack Jordan. Also, dude, how's your sleep? How's your sleep? Do you do anything specific for sleep enhancements post-benzos, like blue light blocking or supplements? Yeah. So for sleep, the things that work good for me are just trying to get to bed at a similar time. Definitely cutting out the blue light that's on our phones or laptops or whatever. I don't eat 3 hours before bed because I don't want to spike my insulin. I don't want it to crash. And I try to soothe myself and do self-care techniques. Like, my God, that my nose is out of control. I feel like, God, it's really bad right now. Oh. Get a hold of yourself, Noah. Yes, sir. Okay. I really think everyone who's struggling with sleep should check out Sean Stevenson's book called Sleep Smarter. He runs a podcast that's phenomenal, and I think you guys would like it. Evan Parsons, hey Noah, finally made it to the stream. Yeah, that's dope. Butch Cassidy, OSRS, hey Noah, did you ever start HCG? If not, did you ever get your results for your sperm quality? Starting TRT, but don't want to shut down my sperm production. Should I talk to the doc about HCG? I never did start HCG. I've made some videos about that. Just feel free to literally look up HCG, big no-no, and there'll be something that addresses that if you want. Mostly just fear of putting something new into my body. I did get the results back, guys, so I've been on TRT for a long time, testosterone replacement therapy. I got my results back, and yeah, I have no active testosterone. I'm shooting blanks, ladies and gentlemen. And so yeah, if you want to make sure that you can hold on to your fertility, you have to be on HCG. Simon, do you like Walmart? Do I agree with all their politics? I don't think so. Do I like what Walmart does to small communities in terms of small business and local economy? I don't. Do I find myself at Walmart anytime I go to the coast, Newport, with my wife in the middle of the night looking at like costumes and stuff and like kind of just killing time? We call it Wally World. Yes. I'm a fucking hypocrite. Connie Cobb, hello, can you read me? Noah, please help. I got you, Connie. I got you. Well, F, I noticed on TRT with thyroid it takes way more alcohol to get buzzed. Really? I haven't noticed anything like that. Simon says, "Buck." Ricard Garcia Mesa, hello. What's up, Ricard? Apparently this is the live stream where I pick my nose. Connie Cobb, run your hands under some cold water. Yeah, and focus on the feeling. Good advice, Bluke. Tokeli says, hey Connie, remember just to breathe moment by moment. There we go, guys. Helping each other. That's what it's all about. That and picking my nose. Pudding plate. Writing again here, LOL. In my situation, it took the leap to move out of my parents and get on my in the midst of my illness and got heartbroken. Aw, what's your advice on how to juggle these new changes? I just think it's important to surround yourself with healthy behaviors, structure, lifestyle, love. Meet like-minded people. Make sure that I think everyone. Let me simplify mental health for everybody. I mean, I'm gonna really simplify it, okay? And you guys can wait. Oh, I was gonna really simplify it. Where is it? No. Where's my? Hold on. There's something I want to share with you. I have this little diagram that I always use. Well, this is anticlimactic. Okay, well I think I can mostly go off of memory. But crap! It's not good, you know? You think you know where something is and then you don't. Aha! Found it! I know you guys were holding your breath. Oh, did I cut? You guys still there? Okay, cool. As people are like, fuck this guy, he's too slow. Okay, so we're gonna overly simplify mental health. You guys ready? For your brain and wellness, Douglas Block runs this. This is his whole thing, and I love it. I live my life mostly by it, except for when I'm being a dick to myself. These are the 5 areas that I think all of us should try to work on as consistently as we can to up our chances. Up our chances when we fight these things, whether it be life circumstance, depression, anxiety, whatever. 1, physical self-care. So that's like exercise, nutrition, water intake, natural light, sleep, touch, breathing, yoga, meditation, physical self-care. 2, social support. Family, friends, therapists, ministers, support groups, pets, animals, day treatment, community service, social support. Mental emotional self-care, which is cognitive therapy, releasing negative self-talk, taming the inner critic, affirmations and visualizations, library of positive memories, mood journals, humor, self-acceptance, family of origin healing, working through grief. Mental and emotional. Healing lifestyle habits, structure, routine. Sorry, my bad, I didn't get in your face. But structure and routine are muy bueno. Pleasure, relaxation. Pleasure. Oh my gosh. Creative self-expression, music, therapy, stress management, relapse prevention, and then spiritual connection. Doesn't have to be religious necessarily, but prayer, meditation, finding purpose and meaning, forgiveness, gratitude. Anyway, physical self-care, social support, healthy lifestyle habits, mental and emotional self-care, spiritual connections. Spiritual connection. Those are the things we need to chip away with, in my humble opinion. And I have no idea. How far off am I from the nearest comment? Let's see. Okay. I think I can do this. Connie Cobb, I can't stand this fast heartbeat and chest tightness. I feel alone with this. You're not alone with it, Connie. You have depression. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up this live stream, I'd say, in 10 minutes. Let's do 10 more minutes of this live stream because the day's moving on. I feel like we've had such a good time together. I've had fun. I hope you guys have actually had fun too, or found some comfort, or got a break from your brain, anything. And I'm going to catch up to the most recent question. So we will stop at Mark C. Mark C is going to be the last question I answer. I got here at the end. Quickly, okay. Rockin' Country 96. Leave me a question. You'll be the last one I answer. And then anyone else who joins in after or hasn't asked a question or whatever, you can, then you can use the super chat, and I will respect your dollars. I'm not going to not respect you if you contribute money to the channel. So I will still answer questions beyond Rockin' Country 96 if you want to use a super chat. Otherwise, I'll get to everyone before that. Assuming Rockin' Country 96 leaves a question in the next minute. All right. And thank you guys so much for being here and just making me feel like the prettiest girl in school. Anonymous, place one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest, Connie, and then aim to make your stomach rise and not your chest. Slow, deep breathing. Good call. I can't read this name because I just don't quite understand that text, but it says, I accidentally got here and it's about depression. Damn, what a coincidence. Yeah, that is a coincidence. I'm glad you're here. Connie Cobb, I feel like something is wrong with me medically. And to say I'm healthy, but yeah. So Connie, anxiety is a medical condition, and it can honestly, there's a lot of times there's nothing you can do to test for it. I have depression, get bored all the time, can't enjoy anything. Yeah, it's rough. Reese's randomness. I have no friends. I feel really alone. I quit doing everything like everyday activity, and I feel like everything's my fault. My parents blame me that I ruined my life. Start having suicidal thoughts. Rhea, I'm so sorry. You're going through this. Those suicidal thoughts can pass. Make sure that you are just fighting for your future self, and just nurturing yourself. Connie Cobb. Okay. Even though you are depressed, suicide isn't the answer. It wins if you do. Good call. Please no CrossFit. Don't go to the dark side. I love CrossFit. I'm always gonna do it. Casta?
Hi, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Katie says, any experience with extreme mood swings? No. Yeah, of course. Been stable for weeks now, off my meds plus no depression, but the past 2 days I really thought I was going to kill myself. Now I feel fine and stable again. You know what? I've been in situations before I got like more stable where I straight up could feel really well for an hour or two, a day or two, and then out of nowhere sometimes I could feel so bad that I could almost not stand being in my own skin for even another second. So mood swings are certainly a part of the game. Please make sure that you're keeping yourself safe and you're not putting yourself at risk for making any rash decisions. I'm sorry you had that feeling though. Toka Lee says, I can't stand New Year's. I'm trying to survive day by day for real. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I want to get out of this holiday season too. Mr. Ohio, bro, I've been on TRT for 6 months and seen no difference. Any advice? Just make sure your other blood work is looking good. Make sure you don't have any other hormonal imbalances like your thyroid. And just make sure that there's not something that you can control that you're not, that can be really detrimental, from food sensitivities to like I just brought up, other hormonal imbalances. If your estrogen's too high, there's so many things. So attack it from all fronts. It must be stressful though. Tokalai says, I can't. Okay. Daniel Madsen, hey, no, I've recently been struggling with depression, low self-esteem, anxiety, etc. I have a hard time talking about it, even though I know most of my family and friends got my back. Any advice? Keep talking about it. My advice is not to go with that instinct to hull up, not to go with that instinct to get quiet, not to go with that instinct to try to deal with it on your own. I think my only advice is that you need to make sure you're still learning. You need to make sure that you're serving yourself the best you can with the resources you have, and then you don't buy into that thinking. And otherwise, just hang in there, man. I know that's not sexy advice, but hang the fuck in there. Someone says hello. I can't read that writing, but hello. Cool Manny Yoshi. Sorry for spam. Best person in the world, spreading so much happiness. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. Rough man. Any advice for showing support to a girlfriend with depression? My advice for anyone supporting anyone with depression is to support yourself 10 times more than you've ever supported yourself before, so that you can be stronger and more supportive to them. Something we all have to relinquish is this idea that we can fix our person who is not doing well. We can't. So we love them. We offer them support. We understand they're going through something, so we don't hold them to the same standards when they're healthy. Oftentimes people that are severely depressed kind of become like children, like scared children, and they can lash out and they can be cruel, and you need to take care of yourself so much more when someone you love is depressed. Victoria Campbell, hi from New Zealand. You and Claire Weeks are the best. Oh, thank you, Victoria. That's really cool. Edward Kaiser, thanks for giving me hope. Thank you for giving me hope. You're so welcome. Stephanie, I'm on TRT. Stefan, I'm on TRT. Do my injections every 3 days, but I still will move to once a week. What do you think about it? I like once a week. I feel like pinning more than once a week for testosterone replacement therapy is tough. That's tough to just be consistent with for me. Anonymous LOL. Jeff Lagnox. Happy New Year from Alaska. Alaska! God, I want to go to Alaska. Happy New Year. Playing it old school. Do you think drinking alone is inherently bad even if you're not an alcoholic? No, I don't think drinking alone is inherently bad. I think drinking alone a lot and binge drinking often alone and drinking with like certain contexts of escapism and coping can be very problematic. But I honestly think drinking alone can be like the nicest sometimes. That's just me. Oh. Okay. Oh man. Sorry guys. Where the hell did we go? My internet connection is suddenly struggling. You see that? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There we go. No Saj Boss. Thanks, man. I just smiled. You're awesome, bro. Thank you. Happy New Year. Wish you the best. Wish you the best, too. Happy New Year. Connie Cobb. My heart races when I try to lay down and fear, and then the fear feeling. Anyway, to overcome it all together. You can do it. I'm Cancer624. Doesn't the suicide hotline call the cops on you? I don't know. I just don't know. Claire, I know. I mean, although call the cops before calling the mortician. I know. I just wanted to say from Claire, big thank you for your channel, as mental health support in the UK isn't great where I live, so you help me a lot. I'm really glad to know I help you, and thank you. Nature MT, hope you and the family have a great New Year. Love to you and family from Australia. Love to you too. Happy New Year. Thank you. Michael O'Connell, what's up, Noah? What's going on, Mike? Mark C. Noah, do you have a weekly schedule for your live streams here on YouTube? This would help me to know. By the way, I had major nose hair itching program at work yesterday. Oh, I love that someone commented on my itchy nose. No, I don't have a set schedule, but just keep an eye out early afternoons. Turn your notifications on so you can join early afternoons on the weekends sometimes if you want. Rockin' Country 96, I hit at the end. Mark C. With Douglas Block and you have a great channels, great help. Anyone else? Awesome. Thank you. Anand Josi. Can we be friends on Skype? We got a lot to talk about. I would really love to. Hit me up on my Patreon. You can get a hold of me there. But otherwise, I don't do personal like FaceTime stuff with folks just to keep like a healthy boundary for my friends and my family and my wife and my relationship with you amazing people here. That's why I feel like my video is what I have to offer, but there is some options on Patreon if you want. And I mean no disrespect. And we're going to finish with Rockin' Country 96. What is your advice for those of us with PTSD? Saw the thing on panic attacks, but I have other stuff too. Yeah, I don't know much about PTSD right now, and that's one of my number one lists of, or that's on the top of my list for videos to explore. Maybe get an expert to be featured on the channel, mental health expert or someone who can really help enlighten me on PTSD, because I think I struggle with it. I think I've struggled with it ever since I had my mental health breakdown. I know this hospitalization fucked my head up in a lot of weird ways, and I want to learn more. So I imagine most mental health practices and anxiety practices come into play, but I don't want to start running my mouth on PTSD. I couldn't tell you any more than I might be able to Google, other than pure logic stuff. So I'm going to learn about it. I'll be posting about it, and I think we're going to call it there. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm quickly reading through the other questions. Joy Wallace, it's good to see you. Beautiful Saturday. Happy New Year, everyone. I've been on here for about an hour and 10. I know I didn't warn any of you, which is my bad, but I appreciate you guys. Have a safe New Year, okay? I look forward to 2018. I want to, of course, continue to bring content, maybe diversify, get more clever and creative, and find ways to make this whole thing worth everyone's while. You guys have blessed me this year. It's been a really good year. I've been able to be a full-time YouTuber for the last 5 months because of you guys, and I appreciate that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and Happy New Year, guys. I guess I'm kissing my finger and saying stuff like "out." Later. Jeez Louise.